Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Young Man. Today's October 16th, 2025, and this is the first YouTube video I've made. I just want to quickly talk about something that I've been meaning to talk about, which is this company called Metaplanet. Metaplanet is a company out of Japan that's been buying Bitcoin and putting it on their balance sheet. They're never going to sell the Bitcoin they buy. It's a Bitcoin treasury company, and they have 30,000 Bitcoin after about a year of accumulating it. And they have a goal to have 210,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2027, which if they're able to do that, they'll own 1% of the entire supply of Bitcoin. If you're familiar with Bitcoin, you should check out Metaplanet, look into it. Of course, this is not financial advice, but it's a very interesting thing that's happening right now. And if you're not familiar with Bitcoin, you should check out Bitcoin. Of course, not financial advice, but what's happening right now, in my opinion, is Bitcoin is gaining legitimacy, and it's becoming a fundamental part of the financial systems that are being put in place for the future. There's institutions and there's governments that are creating their long-term plans around Bitcoin. So if you believe Bitcoin will be part of this world, if you believe it'll be an innovation that will be adopted, then these companies that are putting it on their balance sheet are going to create a lot of value for their shareholders. And Metaplanet, this week, for the first time, its valuation dipped below the value of their Bitcoin holdings. They're being valued at less than the value of the Bitcoin that they have, which to me doesn't make any sense. They're going to keep accumulating more Bitcoin. And in my opinion, the value of that Bitcoin is going to keep going up. So for them to be trading at less than $3 a share today, $2.85 today, I see that as an opportunity of basically an opportunity of a lifetime. Because we've seen these tech stocks like Amazon, like Nvidia, like Alphabet, Microsoft, Apple, any of those companies that became essentially monopolies, they were one time trading at single digits. And the people that bought those shares of that stock, now they have a quality of life that most people can only dream of. Like, they can basically do what they want to do. They can eat the food they want to eat. They can go on vacation when they want because they allocated their money to something that basically the value of went up for forever. And I see that happening with Metaplanet, with Strategy, Michael Saylor's company, and just with Bitcoin itself. I see these innovations at such an early stage of their development that if you can just manage to put some money there, you can really change your life. And that's what my plan is. My plan is to buy as much Metaplanet and as much Strategy and as much Bitcoin as I can in the next 5 to 10 years. And a lot of people will say to me when I suggest Metaplanet, of course, none of this is financial advice, but when I talk about Metaplanet, I hear, why don't you just buy Bitcoin? Which is a valid question since they're capitalizing on Bitcoin. And I do buy Bitcoin, but I buy Metaplanet as well because Metaplanet is accumulating this asset, Bitcoin, and they're increasing how much Bitcoin they have at a very fast rate. And the value of those Bitcoin are going up for forever. That's my opinion, is that they're going to appreciate for forever because over the last 15 years, all it's done is go up. All Bitcoin has done is create value. The price has gone up and down, but in the long term, it's just gone up. So if the amount of Bitcoin that Metaplanet holds goes up for the foreseeable future, and the value of each of those coins goes up for the foreseeable future, it's essentially exponential returns on top of exponential returns. Meanwhile, all the other store of value around them and the currencies that they're valued in are going down. So it's an asymmetric bet. It's leverage. It's the same thing at Strategy, Michael Saylor's company. Go look at the chart for Strategy over the last 5 years. They started putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet 5 years ago. The thing has gone up significantly at a rate that if you were buying it for $15 a share, you're rich. And the fact that Metaplanet's out of Japan, a country where people just hold the currency because the government bonds, they yield like 1.5%. People just sit on yen, and it's a country full of people that save their money, and they just sit on yen that doesn't yield them any return. Metaplanet's going to be offering these perpetual preferreds that are going to act as bonds that yield 6%. So that entire pool of capital in Japan will likely flow to Metaplanet, and Metaplanet will likely turn that yen into Bitcoin. And the value, it's just going to create this flywheel of value. So when I see Metaplanet trading at $2.85, I have to tell people, check this thing out. Not financial advice, but just look at it. Because this world that we're in, I don't think people get what they deserve out of it because of the way money and value is engineered. People go to work 40, 50, maybe 60 hours a week, and they don't get to eat the food they want. They don't get to go on vacation when they want. A lot of people rent an apartment, and they work really hard. And the way I see it, that's not the way things should be. And I see Metaplanet, Strategy, and Bitcoin as an opportunity to create a life for yourself that's closer to the way things should be. It's similar to buying Microsoft when it was trading at $3. These companies have potential to become essentially monopolies, and no one is recognizing their value. So if you can allocate some money there, you can change your life. That's the way I see things, and that's why I felt the need to make a video talking about Metaplanet. And this is a very general video about what it is. You can go check out their website, see what they're doing, see what their plans are. And yeah, it's pretty insane. I'm sitting here at this point in time, and we have an opportunity like this. So I appreciate anyone that clicked on the video. I appreciate you for listening. Like I said, Metaplanet, Strategy, Michael Saylor's company, and Bitcoin. Those are the three things that I see at this point in time as being asymmetric bets, and especially Metaplanet, just because it's valued at less than their Bitcoin. I think the risk of going down much further from here is nowhere near the potential upside. And so I feel the need to make a video about it. Not financial advice, but just check it out. Go look at the chart. Go look at the chart for Strategy, because they've done the exact same playbook Metaplanet is doing for 5 years, and they've created significant value. So once again, thanks for watching. It's Young Man.